What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about Redbox. As always, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. It's just for entertainment purposes only. So let's be entertained. Where do you want to start? You want to start with the Ortex? Let's start with the Ortex. What do we got going on? All right. So estimated short interest percent of the free float, 102.04. Free float on loan, 119.41%. Shares on loan, 4.23 million. Utilization's not saying maxed out. What do we got going on with the live? It's saying 93.3% as far as the short interest of the free float goes. And it looks like some of the shares have been returned according to Ortex Live. 3.3 million still out there. Cost to borrow average clocking in at 765%. So, I mean, could we have seen some shorts covered today? Possibly. I mean, I was watching the charts and there were some areas that were being protected pretty heavily. You were probably watching it as well. Like anytime we got up here to this 523 range, just getting rejected. We're getting rejected hard. And I was watching it and I'm just trying to figure out, you know, like huge buy volume coming in, then topped with huge sell volume. So could be a little bit of covering, but I still, you know, I'm still leaning towards the theory of is big money just trying to figure out how to get out of this play before doomsday or whatever happens at that meeting. Like they don't want to be that risk on. So I mean, they might have a little bit on the side that they're willing to roll, but they definitely don't want to have millions and millions of dollars tied up into it as a roll of the dice. I mean, that'd be like going to buy all kinds of lottery tickets with everything that you had and hope that it hits. And I mean, that's not the way the big money really wants to roll. So I still think that they're trying to figure out how to bounce this thing so that they can get in, get out, kind of bring their averages down, whatever they need to do. Maybe get some of that cash off of the table as far as they can. We're seeing some good runs. I mean, awesome spike in the pre-market, nice run up as far as this morning went. And then just kind of consolidated. I mean, it did bounce off of that $4. I was seeing if that was going to be a bounce level for us. It bounced. I wasn't expecting it to bounce right there, in all honesty. I thought it was going to come down a little bit lower to like the $3.80 range or so. But it didn't. So a bounce at 4, awesome. You know, it's less that we got to crawl our way out of the depths for. Kind of bounced off of this trend line for a little while, jumped right up, which is perfect to see. Now we're following this trend line really nice. I mean, I got no complaints. I just really want to see, so this purple line is a fib level here at $5.11. I would love to see us break out of that and start using it as support. Quit getting our heads ripped off at $5.23. So it looks like a very important level, as many times as it's tried to break and just been rejected repeatedly. Oh shoot, that one wasn't locked. Where was that line at? 521, 523, something like that. Oh, we'll find it later. All right. So anyway, yeah, going back to the charts, I want to see the 511 break and hold as support, and really why they're protecting this $5.23 range so hard. I do think that pushes us into the $5.50 range, and from there I still think it gets more interesting at the 650, 750 with some with a little bit of time spent up there. I think that's where the shorts are going to start willingly making their decision as to if they want to get in or get out. But we could see a little bit of swapping out going on. Maybe, you know, maybe they did cover down here according to Ortex, some covered, and then possibly they jump back in, so they swap their average out just somewhere up in here around the 5.25 range, which would be why maybe they want to protect it so hard, because that's where they're actually hammering it down. And I mean, all in all, I'm not disappointed. You know, it's good to see a little bit of consolidation, a little bit of strength, even after run-ups like that. You expect a pullback. We haven't seen really a pullback yet. I mean, it was ugly. It was a frustrating day overall, but we can't be mad at consolidation, and we can't be mad that we're still riding here. So in my opinion, tomorrow I think is going to be a decision day as to if it's going to make that solid move up or if it's going to get slapped hard and come down. just because of how well this area is guarded and where our trend line's going. I mean, obviously it could consolidate right on through here, which is a possibility. I mean, we're getting closer to that meeting, and to me it gets a little bit more risky every day. So how much money is going to keep coming in here and pushing? As the time goes on, I think it's going to get a little bit less and less each day. So I really want to see us make that move sooner than later. I definitely don't want to see us play in consolidation here into Tuesday, into Wednesday, and then, come Thursday, Friday, it could get a little bit hairy because we know people are going to be taking profits off the table going into the weekend, going into that meeting. So let's see if we can make that move come Tuesday morning, watching the charts, watching the levels, $5.11 and $5.23. So a break and hold above those with some strength, I think we get moving. If not, I think it's going to start pushing its way back down, unfortunately. But so far, the RSI looks okay. I mean, we're sitting a little bit higher. It's getting down here into a little bit of the not necessarily oversold area. It's holding okay right now, but I mean, last time you saw it up here was in, the pre-market, and we were all the way jumped up there. Time before that, we were all the way sitting up here if you're looking down here at the MACD, and now we saw, it's working its way back up. So we got plenty of room to make that move to the upside if that's what it wants to do. Like I said, tomorrow, I think right around market open, if not in the after hours or pre-market, we're going to see which way this thing wants to go. There could be a little bit of time if they want to milk every last nickel and dime out of it as this little trend line kind of closes in on the areas that they're protecting so hard. I mean, you're looking at the chart, so it could go all the way to the end of the day tomorrow if they are just going to milk every last nickel and dime out of this supply before they want to make the decision. But I mean, if somebody's pushing this one way or the other, I really think tomorrow will probably be decision day, and I think it would come sooner than later, but maybe I'm wrong. Time will tell. Thank you guys for coming back, watching another one, and if you don't mind, you can drop a like or you can subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the updates. As always, stay golden, people, and may your accounts stay green.